What if the reason you're exhausted isn't that you have too much to do, but that you're still carrying things that were never meant to be yours alone? In episode 112, Karen helped us understand high achiever burnout and why letting go can feel so uncomfortable. But that pressure does not stop at the office. It shows up in what we refuse to delegate, the environments that drain our focus, and the responsibilities we keep managing at home. So, in this Summer Friday bonus, we are talking about the boundaries we forget to set and why protecting your energy sometimes means sharing the load. So, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Claude.
And I'm Jess.
We are corporate employees by day, entrepreneurs by night, and work besties for life.
Join us as we explore how work besties lift each other up, laugh through the chaos, and thrive together in every industry.
Work besties!
Let's go back to the boundary setting,
Yes.
because I feel like that's one that we do get a lot of questions on. So can you give us some ideas of maybe thinking about leveraging your manager for time management or project prioritization? What are some other tactics or tips you may have for boundary setting?
Well, at work, so there's a couple of different ones. Whenever you're at work, the first thing that comes to mind is like socializing in the office and recognizing like now a lot of places have those open workspaces. And so that could be hard for some people. If their attention is being drawn by sounds, by noises, by people walking around, like those kind of work environments really, I think, slow down. I know a lot of my clients have ADHD and they're like, my coworker across the way is so loud that I can't concentrate on what I'm doing. And those kind of things really do impact on people's ability to produce the work. And then that delays the time in the office or the time online, if that makes sense. So, like,
Right.
recognizing within yourself what distracts me during the day when I'm in work. Or if I'm working from home, what distracts me around my house that delays me in getting work done? So that really kind of needs to be looked at because that will oftentimes extend our workday. So using whatever resources are available to us, noise canceling headphones, or being in the office and trying to find a conference room maybe that you could take a laptop into and get some work done there, just so that you could close the door and get away from those open work environments. They're not always so conducive. It's kind of like little kids that are ADHD and in the classroom. There's so many posters and things around, they get distracted. Adults get distracted too. So we really need to figure out what works best for us in our physical environment and how can we make sure we have those things in place. And that is a boundary. That is another boundary of like, I can't work in an environment like this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I was nicely told by some people in my area that they would appreciate it when I was on conference calls to go into a room. I am very loud.
Or chew your chewing gum.
No, I didn't get any of that. But yeah, definitely agree that people need to know their own limitations in open environments and how they best can work.
And limiting our time at work as far as like making sure that we're working within the 8 hours that we're contracted to work. That's another way. And another way with boundaries, and a lot of this is different, but how can we change things at home? So we have boundaries at home as well. And people often miss that, especially women. They take so much on at home. And so one of the things that I talk often about, if you have young kids, 3 years and older, they could start doing stuff around the house. Little 3-year-olds could put napkins on the table at dinner time. That's the start of teaching them that responsibility and that's something they have to do. When they're 5, 6 years old, they could put the plates on the table. So mom doesn't have to do that. Dad doesn't have to do that. So we could do little things like that that really help us, and even our partners, sit down once a week and have a check-in. This is what's going on this week. This is what needs to get done. What are you going to do? So I don't have to think about it. I don't have to double check you. I don't have to micromanage you on that. You're just going to take it and run with it. So even grocery shopping, you're going to take the list. You're going to make the list. You're going to check the sales circular. You're going to get the coupons. You're going to go to the store. You're going to come back. You're going to put everything away. You're going to put the bags away. Like, I don't have to think about groceries this week. So, really checking in with how we could set boundaries with every part of our lives, because we got to make the self care the priority part. And that's what gets lost.
Yeah, I
Like,
like the way you're saying also, even at home, is knowing how to delegate.
yeah,
At the end of the day, it's delegating.
yes, yeah.
And
Oftentimes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
When we're in a partnership in our homes, that has to be run almost like a business. We should be checking in with finances together. We should be checking in about our sex life. We should be talking about our relationship. We should be talking, and that's why I say couples should be doing a weekly check-in with each other on all these different topics and really keep that connection going, because you're managing a business of the household and you got to keep that going. So what do we need to do? How do we have to delegate that? And that is something that'll help us with the self care. It loosens up some of the free time at home so we could do these little self care things to kind of take care of ourselves.
Yeah, I like how you said for me, it's less about the delegation, it's more about how do you share those responsibilities, and having that weekly check-in helps to provide the discussion point of, no, you need to do some of this too. It doesn't all just fall on me.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'd be surprised how many people, and I see this all the time, and this as a woman makes my head explode. So many women in a relationship, in a two-parent home or a two couple home, somebody doesn't know the finances of the family. That is mind blowing to me. Like, at this day and age, whether you're a stay at home mom, whether you're type A, whether you're type B, I don't care if you're type Z, you need to come together with your partner and you need to know where those finances are. What are we investing in? What does our checking account look like? Like, we cannot turn blind eyes to that. And I think a lot of women still do that.
That's a good call out. Yeah. If there's any takeaway from today, then make sure you are running your household like a business and be thinking about all those points. Remember, whether you're swapping snacks in the break room, rescuing each other from endless meetings, or just sending that perfectly timed meme, having a work bestie is like having your own personal hype squad.
So keep lifting each other up, laughing through the chaos, and of course, thriving. Until next time, stay positive, stay productive, and don't forget to keep supporting each other.